Hi, I'm Barry John, and welcome back to Let's Play Descent. It's the end game, and I have co-commentators. I'll let them introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Second Admiral Leylite. I was promoted several ranks based on the previous video.
I'm Captain Solitaire, and it's not easy being green.
No, it's not. Seriously, it's just this level, this opening segment here is a pain and three quarters to deal with. Trust, and it's just enemies to the left, enemies to the right, mine layers running around, plasma everywhere.
Okay, you had the previous level to get used to these enemies. Now you're gonna get a boot to the head.
Yeah. Yeah, please note, I haven't technically cleared the first room yet, and I was down to 16 shields.
Wonderful.
Say, Barry John, it's getting a little stuffy here in the cockpit. Could you roll down the window?
Sure, give me a second here. Chugga 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 chugga.
Thanks.
You're welcome. But yeah, this level, it's all tight corridors. Like, there is next to no room to maneuver at all.
Yeah, that's the tricky thing about levels with these corridors, and especially the angles, is that computers are really, really good at figuring out if they have line of sight to you through, like, an angle, whereas humans, not so much.
Don't go down that room. The Merculite missiles are a trap. There's two homing hulks hiding in ambush waiting for you there.
Yeah, so you never know. Like, combine that with the slightly random, like, drifting of the enemies when they can't see you, and you just got a recipe for you never know when you're going to wake up another enemy just by flying in the wrong spot.
Very true. Also, surprise mine.
Oh, those things are really bouncing.
Yeah. Also enjoying the new light casting from the mines.
I don't know, it seems to be a little hit or miss. Those ones kind of look more like ketchup. Yeah, that's a fair response. If you peeked around that corner, he was going to shoot you, and before you could do anything about that one.
Yeah. Of course, that's also one of those things that only shows up, like, on practice runs. And, like, yeah, I know this guy's coming. There is no polite way to deal with it. Also, the Omega Cannon getting a rather large workout, all things considered. Also, stop dodging.
Yeah, I mean, it might be a homing energy cannon of lightning, but it still can't go through walls, unfortunately.
No.
That said, I think the game engine literally could not handle something like the wave beam in this game.
No. Yeah, the things they did with this game engine are amazing, but yeah, some things just don't happen. Also, me abusing the fact that I'm standing right beside the energy corridor to just, abuse the Omega Cannon.
Yeah, that does seem to be cleaning them up pretty quick, actually.
Of course, the Omega Cannon, being a colossal energy hog, is its own set of problems.
Well, energy does still seem to be easier to refill in this game than shields, though.
Which is part of the balance of the game. Also, it's something that doesn't come up very often, but I like to notice or see the fact that if you looked at them in the rear view when I had the afterburners going on, the afterburners have their own glow effect.
I think
which,
the Gauss Cannon, like, splash damage actually took care of all those little spawn guys at once. That was neat.
it did.
Yeah. That was awesome.
Yeah, well worth it.
Alright, 7 Earth Shakers.
Oh, you got a target in mind for this one. Okay. That'll take care of that room.
No, it only took care of one enemy.
Oh.
Measly Mega Missile.
Well,
Is this what the relentless march of technology has brought upon us? Even the Mega Missile is disappointing us?
Yeah, pretty much.
This is the cost of progress.
Also, 6 shields.
Yeah,
That's okay. You got 6 extra shields. 18 now. Yeah, you're fine.
Also, I've got 40,000 Vulcan cannon or Gauss cannon rounds right now. I'm full up on it.
Wow.
Yeah. Pardon me just, trying to figure the best approach to deal with this guy.
Yeah, I guess in this level, you're not going to die from running out of ammo, that's for sure.
Nope. So, tight corridors, tight corridors, tight corridors. Guess what we haven't seen in a long while?
Lava?
Nope.
the Beat Bot.
Not that, but we'll be seeing him shortly.
Oh, I know. The little tiny Class 1 drones.
Not quite. What we haven't seen in a while is once I finish killing these homing missile hulks. How about a huge gargantuan room that has a draw distance of kilometers?
Yeah, that way you know that you can see those homing missiles coming. So you have a little bit of time to freak out a little bit while you think about what you're going to do. This is the kind of varied gameplay experience we signed up for when we bought this game.
Mm-hmm. At least I bought it. I even have the CDs to prove it.
Nice.
I used to.
But yeah, this is the big... Now you see, this big, huge room, it screams boss fight. It's not. It's just a big, huge room.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't bring back any of those like mini-boss like enemies from Descent 1.
Yeah, that's actually interesting to note, is that in retrospect, there's no enemy in this game that uses the fusion cannon as a weapon.
Yeah, I mean, they even had the model and everything, but there's no real enemy that fills that role. The closest thing we have is that one, like, orange palette swap of the first boss in this game, which has, like, the Phoenix Cannon on it. But even that's, like, not mini-boss material.
So there was a fusion enemy in the first game, right?
Yeah, it was the Purple Hulk.
Right, so, and there was no way to tell how much he charged the gun, right?
No, I don't think the enemy could determine charge status. It was basically click and fire for 30 points of damage.
I see.
Yeah, it doesn't really have, like, a control system like the player does. It just spawns projectiles according to that volleying system code. It doesn't really have a keyboard.
Fusion Cannon appears to have been left by the wayside in this playthrough.
It has. It suffers a lot. The damage for it was severely nerfed in this game. And it's like the level design doesn't really go for the fusion cannon anymore. Like,
yeah, one of the main attractions of the fusion cannon was supposed to be that it would pierce through enemies, so you could hit a bunch of weak enemies, or even if you charge it up, hit a strong enemy and hit another strong enemy behind it. But now that the level design is full of, like, twists and turns, and enemies dodge more, it's just not as attractive anymore.
Also, the name of this level, Corridor.
Hmm.
And this is me trying to remember, okay, how do I get into this room again? Well, it's my old friend guided missile time. Don't fail me now, guided missile friend. You shall not fail me, like your 5 guys before you.
I wonder if there's another way into there.
There is, and it's just me going, okay, where the heck is that other way
If you
in?
can fly a guided missile far enough in there, it'll probably tell you where the start of that secret passage is.
That's the plan. Assuming my... Okay, I do apologize, guys, but this is me fighting with the joystick again. It's real, like... Okay. Because every time you see me jostling around like that, it's the joystick. I blame the technology here.
At least you have a decent supply of them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just weeping a single lonely tear for all the enemies that we could have blown up with those missiles.
Well, we got one.
No, that was... the homing Hulk will take more than one to kill.
I mean, we hit one.
But... So, who would have thought that there would have been a door right here? With the exit.
Oh, wow. Well, I mean, you have to go in here to get the yellow key, so I guess you need to know about it, but still.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's quite a feature. Yeah, we were just talking about how this world is mostly not tricky. Like, it doesn't have a lot of traps or, like, it has a few set pieces, but otherwise it doesn't have a lot of level design or navigational issues. It's not trying to confuse you. It's trying to kill you. And yet here we are in level 2 with this feature.
Yeah, the game turned off the lights in the room as I was flying back through it.
Now that to me says that this level was probably designed later in development because you haven't even seen this kind of trick earlier on. So probably level designers just figured out that they could do that kind of thing with the engine. Or maybe they even coded that feature later that would support such a thing.
Well, as we saw with the secret level last time, you know, sometimes a glitch in the engine becomes a feature that they decided to keep. And so do you guys remember way back when I mentioned that there was a couple of homing missile hulks that I skipped over?
Can't skip over them now.
No.
Nice.
I do have to admire the sheer audacity of the developers to take one of the most dangerous enemies in Descent 1, that green missile platform that shot a bunch of missiles, and just make it worse. Make it even more annoying.
Well, that's why my solution for this level is, you know, or this particular room is 2 homing missiles and the Omega cannon to deal with the spawners.
I mean, at least they were kind enough to hold this enemy back towards the end of the game instead of introducing it in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like you handled that room pretty well, though.
With practice, you did not see me, like, the reloads I had to go through.
Oh, sure.
Speak for yourself. Well, if they're gonna keep giving us smart missiles, we might as well keep using them.
Yeah?
I know how well I'd handle this room, but I'm not as...
I don't know, we might have to dip into that stock of 79 lives then.
Sorry, you were saying Solitaire?
I wasn't nearly as meticulous a player as you. Like, I cleared a bunch of rooms after getting all the hostages. I cleared a bunch of levels after getting all the hostages killed, and I was like, that's good enough. I don't think we'll be seeing any more hostages, though, right?
No, we're not. Not until Vertigo.
Great. Yeah. Because, like, with the difficulty of these late-game worlds, it feels like expecting to rescue people is too much.
Well, yeah, you either pick them up before you do the reactor run, and then you hope you can do the reactor run without dying, which is kind of already there with the, like the mine incinerating you if you die. Or you can try and pick them up on the way out, but that's even harder.
Sorry, this is me just double-checking, restocking on ammo, and then heading back for the reactor. Sorry, heading back to the red door.
Although I guess it is interesting to note that, like, from a game design perspective, there's no incentive to the player to pick these guys up early. Like, it's not like the hostages give you energy or ammo or anything.
Actually, in the Rebirth Discord, like the guys who created the source port that I'm playing, one of the guys is doing some file diving on their own, and they discovered that originally the hostages were, whenever you picked up a hostage, there was supposed to be a face insert in the missile window, basically saying, thank you for saving me.
Oh, so like an unused little icon inside of there? Like a UI element?
Mm-hmm. But Oh, sorry, 1 second. Yeah, picking up that Omega Cannon is what opens up these doors, which opens up that, which is what unlocks the red door to allow you to get out.
Oh.
That's actually slightly mean of a trick, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I guess that the only reason that even works is because the player knows by this point that they can pick up weapons that they already have for energy ammo.
Imagine if you built a reactor with no way out.
There we go.
Wow, that was one tanky reactor.
Yep, well, not all reactors are made the same. Of course, after my last little panicked run, me just, abusing the afterburners and going, wait, no, you know what? I don't need to abuse the afterburners. I can make this normally.
The afterburners were made to be abused.
Very true, but here's the end of the level. I'll see you guys all next time.